I'm John Tuckwell and I live here. Welcome to my universe. My artistic background is purely accidental. I started out just making things for money and slowly but surely got caught up with it all. After a year or two I thought, there must be more to it than this. So I went to Australian National University. Suddenly you're surrounded by all these famous, but competent people, and you're thinking, that's what I'm missing. And almost the first thing was a porcelain segment, and I went, oh, this is wonderful. Came home, threw out all the other stuff and just did that. So it was a big change at that point. So that was 10 years into my 30-odd year career. I think it was waiting for me. I'm using clay just like we have in the garden, but porcelain. So pure white liquid porcelain. And as well as that, half it has paper fibres in it which add a bit of strength before it's fired, so you can build things without them falling apart. My daily routine would be, after washing up and those normal things, coming down here and closing the doors, uncovering what I'm working on and thinking about it, walking around for a while thinking maybe a bit of that green, no, not green, maybe a bit of pink there, and I'll put the green somewhere else. And that's, I know it's waiting for me, so it's nice. When you're new at it, you fight the next thing. After a while, I haven't got any idea what the next spot will be, but I know in myself there will be one. That's waiting for me. Also, somehow stuck in there is little bits of flecks of knowledge. When I'm making something, I look at something, and part of the looking, if I thought about it, interrogated myself, that probably comes from something I've done before or seen before, but not on purpose. There's a little bit of, what you made 5 minutes ago, a little bit of something you made 10 years ago, and a lot of current moment, being in the moment, making something. It's really nice to have another proper artist at the other end of the studio. We can both be in here for 4 hours without a word passing between us. You can walk up with something and say, now what do you think about this? I'm not sure about that bit, what do you think? And we've got absolute truth each time. So Gloria's speaking to me, I'm speaking to Gloria. We don't gush. There's plenty of people who would and say, I really love your work, it's wonderful, but we don't. I had a big nasty stroke, and that changed things I did before easily, I couldn't do after. So that was one big change. But apart from that, from the first time I found porcelain all the way through, it's really been one line, one, maybe it's a bit left, bit right, bit up, bit, but more or less the same. The thing that inspires artists, potters, mostly is the last thing you made. I sometimes don't know at the time that I'm being inspired, but it just pops out somehow. Cathedral Rock National Park, halfway between Bellingen and Armadale, is wonderful, beautiful. So for a long time that was an inspiration as well. So I haven't done that for 7 or 8 years, but I think it's still stuck there a bit. So I'm still using the same, more or less the same palette I've always used. Now it's all purely abstract. I just make things and they turn up. Sometimes there's a piece of wall you throw things at, but mostly it works. If I wanted to steal ideas, I'd look at Cézanne or Matisse or something, you know, more than I'd look at potters. And I reckon there's absolute crossover between the two. Good potters make good painters and good painters make good potters. But I remember maybe 20, 25 years ago, if there was something on, you know, display, I might have been a bit introspective and, you know, thinking, no one will like this, what am I doing? But after a while, I know that the work I'm making is okay. But I think that the person viewing my pot is part of the maker as well. So the person looking at the pot, you need it, the person viewing your finished product to complete it.